We've got different kinds of throttles. Twist throttle could be a bad idea for Escoots because we don't have seats, so when you're adding attribute of the throttle, the force is pushing your body backward. So also, as you can see, we are adding more throttle, so at the end we can crash. Quad style thumb throttle. This one, as you can see, got huge movement, which is great because we can control quite precisely the power, but from the other hand, we've got this big movement where sometimes could be not that good. But this Xiaomi style throttle could be best choice because we've got not that big movement, and if you ever use Xiaomi M365, then you know that this throttle is one of the best. So let's mount this one. At first we have open the deck in our Escoot and disconnect the battery. These XT60 connectors are connecting battery to the controllers. So you have to unpin those, which isn't that easy as you can see, but you have to do it. Otherwise, if there will be some short circuit, you are pretty done at that point. With this screw, be careful because under it we've got a spring which can easily pop out. Oh shit. Nice that we've got over here the connector which we can disconnect, because usually we can find only soldered cables. At first, let's secure the screen. Here we got mini computer with LCD screen on the other side. We've got USB port, and over here we've got this tall thing with 3 legs. This is Hall sensor. According to my website, links in description, we can see that left leg is VCC, so this is 5 volts input. Middle one is ground and right one is signal. Please note, rear part of this sensor is flat and on the front we've got some curvature. Of course, never trust video tutorials, always check by yourself. So middle leg should be ground, is ground, and right one should be signal. Yep, here you can see model of stock Hall sensor. If you are sure that you want to use different throttle, then you can just cut off this Hall sensor, or if you have some experience with solder iron, you can try to remove it a little bit more gently. And actually it was pretty easy. Now is good time to measure how long throttle cable you would like to have. In my case, 25 centimeters will be good. Inside the big black throttle cable we will find 3 smaller ones. Green one is signal, red one is VCC 5 volts, and black is GND ground. Now we need some plan. If you are not very good with solder iron, then this one will be perfect for you. I will solder green signal wire to first pin from the right side, so to this one. GND ground we've got over here, but as you can see those pins are quite small and close to each other. But we can solder GND black wire to this pin, which is also ground. And to the left side I will solder red VCC wire, so 5 volts input. So if you are newbie, I don't recommend to solder all those wires super close to each other. So don't use this GND middle pin, use this one. There will be bigger chance that you will success. Set lower temperature around 320. Believe me or not, but it's always so hard to make video and solder tiny pins. Also, I'm not very good in soldering. here we got the throttle. Black throttle wire is going through this hole in bottom case shell of the mini computer, so over here. And here we got PCB with soldered wires. So you have to solder the same way like I did, but yeah, always check by using multimeter if you've got pins at the same spots. Of course, always check your solder job before you connect any power source. So here we got VCC. Do we have some signal? Yes, okay, but now is it shorted to GND? So far so good. Is it shorted to signal pin? Nope. And as a test, here I got VCC pin. We have signal. Okay, everything is correct. Now let's check GND pin. Let's connect to other GND. We should have some signal. Okay, I connected probe correctly. Do we have any short to the signal pin? Nope. To VCC, of course not. Once again, let's short it to GND. So yeah, now it's ready to go. Let's test it. Now is the scary part. Let's connect the battery. Big spark. Usually it's something like this. So prepare your mind. There is nothing like Escoots will go boom. Hopefully. Literally first try. And we've got some light. Do we have some error message? So far so good, there is no any error. Can we add a little bit of the throttle? Oh man, it seems to be working. Actually, lots of people recommend exactly this throttle, and I have to say that it's working so smooth. Check this one out. This is crazy. Like, what? So sensitive, and we've got also this big wrench movement. So yeah, I think this is great upgrade. Maybe even must have. We'll see. Just touchy a little bit. Yeah, perfect. Okay, here we got some big potholes. Let's try to hold the throttle. Yep, thanks to thumb throttle, I can all the time precisely control the power. Of course, two-wheel drive, turbo mode on fully charged Ti30. This is kind of scary sometimes, even to me, because this scooter is so jumpy, so easy. Check this one out. Now I can go much faster because I feel more confident. So yeah, thumb throttle is like must have. On the front we've got some big hero. Let's try to go over it. So much time, super bumpy. So my first impression, this thumb throttle is like must have mode. Before this one I tested on my Boyueda, different one with huge movement range, but this one is a little bit better because it's still quite precise, but it has not that big movement range. It's almost the same like in Xiaomi M365. So I do recommend it. Now I can more easily control the power, because when you fully charge Laotie Ti30, then this is more like motorbike, not like e-scoot. I love this stuff. So if you have any questions, leave it in the comment section. I'll be back to you and try to help. See you in next one, bro. Come on, thumb throttle. Give me some power. No, thumb throttle isn't giving any extra horsepower. Oh, come on. We've got some smoke. We've got some smoke. Oops. Yeah, we've got actually lots of smoke. Whew.